Hello, I'm Peta Todd and I'm going to be doing your daily diary updates for Man in Box. So here we are at the end of day one. So yeah, I'll give you a bit of a roundup of what's happened today. I've just checked back. Tim's fast asleep now, which I think is probably for the best because he was getting a bit stressed. I think he wasn't in the best mood. I think the day had taken its toll a little bit. Yeah, you have to excuse me because I've got a few notes written down. Yeah, so basically from the beginning of the day when he came in, the lights came on, he had a balaclava on. It was quite uncomfortable really to watch, I think, and exciting at the same, in equal measures to see him with the balaclava and whatever, and to actually see this project that we've all had to hear about for so long actually start to take shape. So from that, we all got to know Tim, like the rules basically of what was going on with Man in Box. And one of the main rules was that if at any time Tim wanted to end, the experiment, he had to say a certain word 3 times. A normal person probably would have had code red or something like that. Tim's gone for Rick Waller. Say the word Rick Waller 3 times. Very Mr. Shaw, I must say. So yeah, we got to know the rules. I think that Tim also spent quite a lot of time counting the money out, which is nice to know that it's there for all you box hunters out there. So that's there, 30,000 G. He also played a game with himself today, which was quite interesting. That involved the money, and it involved him getting the bag that the money was in and throwing wads of money, so £1,000 at a time, into this bag. And he sort of made the deal with himself that if the grand landed in the bag without the side of the bag sort of collapsing, then he was going to get through the whole thing without going mental. So it's supposed to be a bit of fun, I think, a bit of a distraction. He kind of does this sort of thing sometimes, like he'll throw chewing gum into... Chewing gum was relevant today as well, lots of chewing gum. And it didn't quite work how I think he was hoping it would have, because he threw this grand, it knocked the side of the bag down, and he was distraught really about it. It made him quite unhappy. I think you'd probably start to read stuff into this sort of thing if you were in that sort of scenario. So that wasn't great for him. Another thing for me, in all the time that we've spoken about this and that everybody's been, the lead up to this, I've never really heard Tim doubt himself that he'd be able to do this. Oh, I'm going to smash this, I'll smash this. It's going to be fine, it's going to be fine. And quite early on today, he said, the one thing I keep thinking about is hearing my wife Hayley saying, I know you better than you know yourself, and there's no way you're going to be able to do this. And I think it really hit a nerve with him. He kept talking about it, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that sort of will reoccur throughout the process, because he did mention it a lot. We also got to hear about another one of Tim's favourite things today, which is the blinking family omelette. This is this plan, this sort of scheme that Tim has. We used to have to try and do it when we were at the radio station, which is to make a family omelette, which consists of, obviously, the egg from the omelette, a chicken, a spatchcock, small chicken, even though he knows it's not a baby chicken, so that you'd have all the elements of the chicken family in one omelette. So it's quite nice for me to see that, because that is a real bit of Tim's personality that had come through in that. And so I hope we keep seeing little harebrained ideas like that come through. He had his first wee, which apparently felt great. And so yeah, that's one of the things he's been asked about the most, has been going to the toilet, etc. So I think he was glad to get that first one out of the way. He mentioned a pub called the Springfield or the Springthorpe today. I don't know if that's any use, just something I made a note of when I was watching earlier on. And I've got tomorrow's clue as well, which tomorrow's clue is a rat and a seashell. So tomorrow's clue is a rat and a seashell. So if you can make head nor tail of that myself, but if that means anything to you, then good luck. But yeah, so end of day 1, Tim's fast asleep. All's gone fairly well, I think. We've done food, he's done waste. So yeah, I think he needs tonight, refresh, and then tomorrow I think he's going to set up his office, as we've seen him do today, his office as he likes to set up, which basically means he moves his mattress against the wall. But yeah, so I hope I've been some use and not just rambled at you, and good luck. So tomorrow's clue, a rat and a seashell, and I'll see you tomorrow. Night.